All right, let's talk about the Mazda CX-30. This is a car that gets a lot of attention, and for good reason. It's stylish, it looks premium, but is it all show? Is it actually the perfect small crossover, blending fun and practicality? Or is it a car full of compromises? We're going to break it all down so you can figure out if this is the right car for you. Let's jump right in.
So, you know that big question you face when you're car shopping? You've got the practical, maybe kind of boring SUV over here, and the fun, but maybe not so practical car over there. It feels like you always have to choose, right? Well, Mazda says, hey, you don't have to choose. They're pitching the CX-30 as the car that does it all. But can it really pull that off? That's what we're here to find out. Okay, so first, let's get into the good stuff. This sizzle. What is it about the CX-30 that you're absolutely gonna love?
Look, if there's one thing you need to know about this car, it's this. Mazda built it for people who actually like to drive. I mean, really like to drive. This is not just some appliance to get you to the grocery store. Nope. It's designed to make that trip fun. And how do they do that? Well, for starters, the handling is just fantastic, genuinely sporty. The steering is super precise, the whole car feels balanced when you take a corner. And get this, you can get it with a 250 horsepower turbocharged engine. So yeah, it's got the power to back up those sporty looks. In a class that's honestly full of boring boxes on wheels, this thing is built to feel alive. And it's not just about how it drives. That premium feel, it continues the second you open the door. Seriously, the interior is where this car really starts to feel special, like it belongs in a much more expensive category. You're looking at a cabin with seriously high-quality materials. It just feels upscale. And that goes for the outside, too. It's a really elegant, modern-looking car. But here's the kicker. All-wheel drive comes standard on every single model. Plus, you get a ton of standard safety tech, like adaptive cruise control and lane assist. So right from the get-go, you're getting this amazing package of style, quality, and all-weather security. All right, so far the CX-30 sounds incredible, right? Premium, fun to drive. What's not to love? Well, this is where we have to talk about reality. The trade-offs. Because to make a car this good in some areas, Mazda had to make some very real, very intentional compromises in others. And I'm not just talking about money, though it is a bit pricier than some of its rivals. I'm talking about the practical price. What's the cost? What do you have to give up to get all that style and all that performance we were just talking about? Think of it like this. It's a two-sided coin. On one side, you get that awesome sporty handling. What's on the other side? A firmer ride. It's just not going to be as soft and comfortable as some other SUVs. You get that beautiful, sleek design, but you give up backseat space and cargo room. And that premium interior and powerful engine, well, the trade-off is a higher price tag and worse fuel economy. See what I mean? For every gain, there's a give. So let's get specific about these concerns, because these are the things you'll live with every day. That back seat, yeah, it's tight, and the cargo space is pretty small for an SUV. That sporty ride we talked about, it can get a little jarring and uncomfortable if your roads are rough. And that gorgeous sloping roof, well, it can create some pretty big blind spots. These aren't necessarily deal breakers, but you absolutely have to know about them before you buy. Okay, so we've seen the good. We've seen the not so good. The verdict. Let's put this all together and figure out if this is the right car for you. This really breaks it down. The CX-30 is going to be fantastic for you if driving enjoyment and a premium feel are at the top of your list. If you want something that looks great, feels expensive inside, and is a blast to drive around town, this is your car. But If you're a family that needs a usable back seat and a decent amount of cargo space, you might want to look elsewhere. Same goes if you're chasing the best possible fuel economy or a super soft, comfortable ride. It's just not built for that.
So let's bring it all home. Here's your final decision point.
This quote really nails it. The CX-30 shines as one of the most engaging and premium-feeling subcompact SUVs. However, its tight rear seats and modest cargo space might make rivals more practical. I mean, that's the whole story right there, isn't it? It's amazing at what it does, being premium and fun. But, and that's a huge but, it comes at the price of everyday practicality. So really, it all comes down to this one last question for you. What's more important in your day-to-day life? Is it that premium feel and the fun you have behind the wheel? Or is it the practical stuff, like space for people and gear? The answer to that question tells you everything you need to know about whether the Mazda CX-30 is the right car for you.